Not a lot of people are sampling Kenyan music.
I think I can only thank God. Kagwe has worked hard. It's really been a lot of labor.
Kenyan music is dope. Now it's time I say RADA, just because we're always trying to get outside validation, you know.
You guys are going to be so blessed with this album. It's a mix of not just Kenyan old school music and sampling the old with the new. What he's done is put Kagwe in that mix. It's Kagwe's versions of what he would have seen it.
Dr. Dre samples all the time. Diddy used to sample all the time. So that for me was always the biggest inspiration of how can we do what these guys are doing but make it our own, you know? Wagwan people, this is your boy Kagwe Mungai, and we are here with K24 at the RADA launch. Keep it locked, nothing more fire. Booyah!
Fire! I'm just excited, okay? I'm sorry. I can't hide it.
No, there's no song dedicated to me.
Just in case no one really knows why we're here, Kagwe Mungai is releasing RADA.
I would say one of the biggest themes for me is understanding, right? That's what RADA means, RADA, Kurada, for the non-Swahili speakers or the non-Sheng speakers, right? Kurada means to understand or to get it, right? And this comes at a time when I'm now celebrating 10 years in the music industry. Thank you. And so for me, this felt like a good way to celebrate that as well, and to also just kind of pull on the music that inspired me, right? The music that inspired all of the artists that we're listening to today.
I think I can only thank God. Kagwe has worked hard. It's really been a lot of labor, but it's really his hard work. He always loved music. Ever since I can remember, he was either playing drums or piano or saxophone. He always loved music. His younger brother, for example, likes music, his cousins. I think he's been quite an influence, not just to the siblings, but to the larger family as well.
Yes. The first track you're going to hear is the intro, which will go into By My Way. The intro is actually, there's a lady that's singing on the intro, and that's my grandma. She couldn't be here today. She's in Nairobi actually, but she's held up somewhere else. So I sampled my grandma as well. That's the level of sampling that we're doing here.
In the Kagwe family, we're very artsy people, but we get that from my grandmother, who's very musician, also very artsy herself.
Man, I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I woke up in the morning, smelled like Gucci on the necklace. And my whip was clean and the liquor got me reckless. And I'm looking at my wrist and now my watch is getting jealous. Man, I had a dream I could buy my way to heaven. When I woke up in the morning, smelled like Gucci on the necklace. And my whip was clean and the liquor got me reckless. And I'm looking at my wrist and now my watch is getting jealous.
Hi, my name is Kagwe Mungai, aka the Prince of Africa. How am I related to Kagwe Mungai? He's actually my younger brother. Not a lot of people know this, but Kagwe and I are brothers. Kagwe just has been naturally talented when it comes to music and arts. But as Kagwe then went to university, he started making music properly. When he moved back to Kenya, he started making beats. Then he got signed on to Taurus at the same time. So we're like, dope, perfect, because I was also now, my own stuff was also doing, so it actually worked out for us. And Spectrum came out, and that album, amazing album. He releases a lot of, before that, of course, a number of EPs, great EPs. After, releasing Spectrum, he then now left Taurus and started doing things on his own, and that's when Obi started.
What you guys think? 10 months, how did the sample?
Kagwe is someone, I think everybody knows him somehow or the other. We're always sort of bumping into one another. He's invited me to a lot of the events that he sort of produces as part of Obi. And I'm always happy to support him. I think he's a very talented young man.
As one of the co-founders, one of the things that's always been important to me is that we can show people around the creative economy and how there are so many careers around that, right? There's so much that you can do within the creative economy. And we have so much talent, not just creatively talent, but you can be strategically talented or analytically talented, you know? And so we really want to ensure that we build systems. Like, for example, now sampling, right? We want to be able to create systems where sampling can be done easily and made accessible and that sort of thing.
I think Kagwe, we have a multifaceted relationship. Number one, we are partners and co-founders in the business. He acts as creative director. I act on the executive business side. And we have a beautiful amalgamation of talents. At the same time, Kagwe is an artist that is signed by Obi Africa, so that brings a different dynamic to it.
Make some noise for Harry Kimani, who is here. I was going to say asante for inspiring us so much to be able to create such music. I think when artists are able to make timeless music that lasts beyond their lifetime, it's incredible to see. And whether I had touched this song or not, Haya was a classic. You know, it was already a classic. I just wanted to pay homage to an artist that inspired me so much. So Harry, I appreciate you. Thank you.
I don't think there's anybody who does music the way Kagwe does, because you can't say he's an R&B musician, you can't say he's a hip-hop musician, you can't say he's an amapiano musician. Kagwe has his own sound, and that's the one thing I've always loved about Kagwe's music, because Kagwe has always been way ahead of his time. You guys are going to be so blessed with this album. It's a mix of not just Kenyan old school music and sampling the old with the new. What he's done is put Kagwe in that mix. It's Kagwe's versions of what he would have seen it, or what he had dreamt of when he was hearing those songs growing up.
Spectrum was about showing the world that there's a spectrum of everybody. You're not just one thing. You're not just a son or a brother or a boyfriend or a what. You're many things, right? And in the same way, I also consume a lot of different music. I listen to a lot of different songs. I'm inspired by so much. So I've never wanted to stick to one genre, whether it's just ATO, R&B, or Afrobeat, or Kapuka, or all this, you know. So it's the diversity that we have here in Kenya that allowed this project to be, I think, a great project like it is, right? So we have everything from hip-hop sounds, we have drill, we have Afro-pop, we have a lot of gengeton in there.
I love the little intros, how he's got his grandma in there. I thought that was so nice. How he's got that story about that girl who calls him stupid.
It was like sometime in 2019 while I was single. I need to state that fact. I went to Dubai and I got catfished. I got catfished in Dubai, right? I was excited to go to Dubai. I was like, yo, this is gonna be a great trip. I'm gonna meet so many babes. It's gonna be so much fun, blah, 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 right? And I started matching with people, and eventually I matched with this one person, and she's like, oh, let's, meet up. And when I asked her, where we would meet up, she says, cool, let's meet up here, right? So I arrived at the location, and she ghosted me, right? She didn't show up. So I called her, and that's not even where the song Sticker came from. That one has another story. That's a whole other story. But, so I called her, she doesn't answer. I text her, she doesn't answer. I call again, she answers. I'm like, so, where are you? She's like, I'm at my house, where are you? I'm like, I'm at the place where we agreed to meet. And I was like, I don't know what's happening here, right? So eventually, long story short, she asked me for money. She's like, hey, you have to, pay, pretty much. So I was like, okay, cool. I feel like my time was wasted. I'm going to waste your time as well. So I got back in the car, drove another 45 minutes and said, cool, come through. Whatever you want, I got it. And then she sent me the most insulting voice notes, but also hilarious, right? That I realized I had to do something with this thing. Like it was too naturally good. It was just too good. And so I put it in a song. You guys want to hear the voice notes? Yeah.
RADA is, like Kagwe said, it's an appreciation of music and his journey. This is his second album release, and from Spectrum to now there has been growth in himself as a person. So we get to see Kagwe as a person a lot more in this album, what he's gone through, his feelings. We also get to see his increase in production skills from then until now. We are paying tribute to quite a number of artists, from your Harry Kimani to your Big Pin to your Issa. We have Nameless on the album, we have Kaka on the album. So it's a celebration of music and Kenyan music and African music.
Dr. Dre samples all the time. Diddy used to sample all the time. So that for me was always the biggest inspiration of how can we do what these guys are doing but make it our own, you know? Kenyan music is dope. Now it's time I say RADA. Okay, RADA, just because we're always trying to get outside validation, you know?
When you think about music, it's a combination of the different notes, and music comes round. It's all cyclical. So the different music keeps, sometimes it goes off, sometimes it comes back. But it's a good thing that I can see that today people are appreciating music of all genres and recreating it and making it more modern.
This is the visualizer for the song RADA.
There's a lot of change in music, right? And I always wonder, is it just because I'm getting older, I don't seem to relate? But with this album, I could see myself like really enjoying it. So I think it's that element of bringing the old school in. It's phenomenal to see artists like that, because then you know that this guy is going to last a long time in this space.
How do I know Kagwe? So Kagwe is my boyfriend. He started doing the album before I came into the picture, but I have had the opportunity to have seen some of the songs come to life. RADA, most specifically, is the last song in the album, and it's the last song. It's a song that I was able to see being brought into life, and I can tell you for sure there were a lot of sleepless nights. There were a lot of noise complaints by his neighbors because he has a home studio, so he was working tirelessly just trying to crack this song and many other songs. Chilili featured Femi One also was recently completed while I was in the picture, so I got to see that happen. Just, you know, the creative process behind it has been, you know, just seeing him sitting down and coming up with a concept and then cracking it, producing it. He produces his own music, which is, I don't think a lot of artists know how to be an artist plus a producer. So that was amazing to watch.
We sampled Issa on that one, Most, which is an iconic Kenyan song, an iconic Nairobi song. It has so much history and meaning behind it. And I think King Kaka came through and really delivered on that one. So I'm really glad that we had him on the project as well.
This is an album for Kenyans, by Kenyans, and some South Africans, amazing South Africans. But it's not because it's for Kenyans and by Kenyans doesn't mean the world can't love it, right? It's international music, but it's for Kenya. You understand? Like from the samples to the collabos to the language to the name of the album, RADA. It's for us. It's bigger than Kagwe. It's bigger than anyone in the album. This is for the culture.
We have to hand it to Kagwe for recognizing part of his history, you know, talking about them mushrooms and Collo.
You know I have a spice. Cause I'm in love, 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 love with you. What we say? Hey, let's be. Cause I'm in love, 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 love with you. Hey, let's be.
No, there's no song dedicated to me, but I do have a shout out in By My Way to Heaven, which is the intro of the album. So when you do listen to it, just listen keenly so you can hear it, yeah.
I would love to play all of these songs for you, but now it's out, so you guys can go and download and stream and listen and share and everything.
This RADA 1, we're going to have RADA 2 next year and RADA 3 the year after. So there is a pipeline involved.
I'd like to really congratulate you, Kagwe. Your hard work. I know you've been focused. Music has been in your life throughout. And this is just, to me, this is not even a stepping stone. To me, this is really just one stepping stone to where you're gonna go. And thank you all for supporting Kagwe. Please go out and support the album. I think it's amazing, it's entertaining, and Kagwe will go far.
Hi Kagwe, I am so proud of you and I'm so excited for the RADA launch and just to see where this album is going to take you. You have worked tirelessly, you have worked hard, and you deserve all this and more, and may God forever bless the work of your hands.
Mama, thank you so much for being my #1 supporter from day one. You've always encouraged me to go after what I want. You've always believed in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. And you've always held me down and prayed for me non-stop. I love you forever, and I can never repay how much love that you have shown me my entire life. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for having my back consistently all my life. I love you. To my girlfriend, I could not have imagined I would have had such an amazing babe. She's the best partner I have ever had the experience of dating. And I believe that she's so brilliant and she's already so accomplished, and I can't wait for what she's going to accomplish next. She has such big goals and ambitions. So baby, I'm in your corner. I love being in your corner, and we're here till the wheels fall off. To my fans, asante sana, guys, this music is for you. I've been building this thing and knowing that you guys are supporting me. A lot of you guys have been asking me, where's the album? When are you going to drop it? You told us it was going to be in 2021. Then you said 2022. Then you said 2023. Finally, it is here. It is here, and I'm glad that you've been patient. I know you're going to love it. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the love. RADA.
So go check it out, and we really appreciate you guys supporting Kagwe. To the Kagwerians, these are the original fans, we used to call them Kagwerians. Shout out to you guys and respect to you, and wish you all the best. Be blessed.
Give a round of applause to RADA.